So, oh Sky, what are you going to give us today? You can see it a little cloudy, and there's been blobs of rain all around the area. And what will happen today here at the carnival atmosphere at Camp Point Central High School, in between Camp Point and Golden, out on the Lone Prairie? We've got 3 sports going on here today. We've got baseball here that we're going to be bringing you. Behind me, our friends from Beardstown are playing softball against the girls from Central. And on the other side, we've got a track meet for the junior high. You're going to be hearing sound of all of that as this progresses today. It's your Uncle Phil O'Neill. How are you? And again, I looked at the forecast before I guess it was this morning. It's like I had 20% chance of rain. And on the way here, it was kind of raining a little bit. We'll bring that shot now back down to the field. So I don't know what exactly to expect from today's game weather-wise. I think we're going to be okay. There'll be some sprinkles here and there, and otherwise I think we'll be all right. So it's Quincy Notre Dame in town to take on Camp Point Central, an important game in the West Central Conference here. 2 teams with totally different records. However, you got to remember, Quincy Notre Dame plays the big schools, and that's why their record is such. We'll talk about that here now. Quincy Notre Dame comes into it. Head coach Rich Pollock. They are 8-10, but 5-0 in the West Central Conference. Remember, again, they play the big schools and a lot of tough competition, so that's why they would be 8-10. Won a 1-0 game against a good Clark County, Missouri school. That was on April 28th, their last outing. So there you have it for Quincy Notre Dame. We'll talk a little bit about Camp Point Central before I give you the lineups. You see it kind of darkening. The sky, we've talked about this with my camera. It'll kind of go bright and then dim as the sun goes in and out. It's cloudy right now, but that will change as time goes on during this one, pretty sure. You heard that starter pistol just moments ago for the track meet behind me, the junior high track meet. I'm mounted up out in center field today. Where was I? Central. Camp Point Central comes into this 10-3. With a 5-1 record in the West Central Conference. They won 9-4 against West Hancock on April 28th, their last go-round. So I'll tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. We'll take a quick break, and I will be back, and I'll give you the starting lineups in moments for what should be a great game from Camp Point Central High School. Quincy Notre Dame, the Raiders in town to take on the Camp Point Central Panthers. I'll be back in just a moment on Furious Rally Sports. Hang on.
Losing the fear of looking foolish comes with age.
Who did you steal him from?
Losing your way in your own home doesn't. Confusion with time and place may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Mom, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's.
I always make sure I'm safely strapped in before I start driving. So I always check that my child is buckled correctly in her car seat. Check that your kids are in the right seat for their age and size at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
The best is yet to come.
Positive self-talk comes from finding positive voices.
The best is yet to come. The best
I block out the rest.
Love, you're mine.
When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without a high school diploma. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers.
Your achievement has set an example for so many students. Most importantly, your daughter.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free adult education centers near you.
So, okay, let's talk a little bit about this diamond here at Camp Point Central. It has some of the turf infield, in other words, artificial turf infield. I believe Coach Jordan Tenhouse was mentioning the fact that I got a vehicle that's going to back up here. Hope they can get around me. Right next to me. Let's see. Anyway, the artificial turf there on the infield, if you can see it, there to the left and to the right, it is pretty much all the way in on the infield now. That the infield part, though, itself is grass. It's like the dirt area is turf now, and same with home plate. The pitcher's mound, I believe, is the straight-up dirt, though, still, from what I can tell. Coach Jordan Tenhouse said over the past 10 years they've kind of added and made changes to that infield where they've had the turf. See, we can go over here. You can see that's going to be the third base side shot when the ball's hit there. First base side, there you go. Out here to right field. I don't have any dimensions. You can see how we got kind of the weird fence jut-outs area. I am about in center field. That is here. You can imagine the fence is just underneath. That's as far down as my camera will shoot. So there you go. And then we have the left field shot there. So in other words, another little jut out. I'm not sure. It's a poke if you hit one here. And so Central coming out to take their infield, outfield, whatever you want to call it. Let's go over the 8-10 Quincy Notre Dame Raiders, their starting lineup, shall we? Batting first, playing second base, number 8, Matt Manny. Batting second, playing right field, number 13, Caden Marth. Batting third, playing center field, number 17, Gavin Dolman. He has been ripping the ball at a .438 clip. Batting fourth, it's your third baseman, number 23, Rowan Stegeman. Batting fifth, it's your pitcher. He was warming up in long toss out here a little earlier. Man, I tell you what, got a gun, apparently a freshman, Eli Johnson, number 12. He will bat fifth. Batting sixth, your first baseman, number 1, Kyle Thompson. Batting seventh, it's number 14, your catcher, Colin Miller. Batting eighth, your left fielder, number 11, Weston Rayburn. And batting ninth, your shortstop, number 6, Jace DeJames. Now let's talk about the 10-3 Central Panthers. We'll go through their starting lineup here. It's leading off, it's number 10, the center fielder, Luke Houston. Batting second, the third baseman, number 6, Jace Howe. Your pitcher bats third, number 1, Caleb Peterson. Cleanup man, number 4 in the lineup. The catcher, number 11, Luke Ippenson. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 23, Braxton Kestner. Batting sixth, it's your shortstop, number 2, Wes Homan. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 7, Grant Hamilton. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 24, Colin Likes. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 13, Luke Miller. I anticipate a pretty good game here. And looky here, we're all ready to start already. It's 4:24. I'm glad I looked. So here's your leadoff hitter, Matt Manny. Camera will shake. It's a little windy here out in the Lone Prairie, but we'll deal with it. First pitch is in there for a strike to Matt Manny. And from your starting pitcher, Caleb Peterson, as he throws to Luke Ippenson. Just started. First pitch. That one is swung on and missed for a strike. 2 strikes now quickly on Matt Manny. Welcome, Furious Rally Sports, QND and Central. Moving on their positioning a little bit. And you see the wind kind of whipping. The camera has to be set high here to get over the top of the screen. That is outside for a ball, 1-2. The higher the camera goes up, guess what? The more it rocks around. 1-2 now. That is low, 2-2. Missed with a breaking ball. Again, you look at this with the records 8-10 and 10-3, while Notre Dame being 8-10 and Camp Point Central 10-3. Doesn't matter. Notre Dame's played a lot of big schools. They're 5-0 in the conference. Pitch is hit, foul down the third base line. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Of course, the wind would pick up now. Right about game time. 58 at game time. That camera's going to be a wobbly goblin today. Wow. It's shaking like a leaf on a tree. I'm looking right at it. Do the best we can here on the 2-2 to Matt Manny. Outside. Oh, they got him. Strike three. Matt, I tell you what, I'm looking at that going, I think that's outside. Starting to rain a little bit here. And now your right fielder, the second hitter in the lineup, number 13, Caden Marth. Yes, indeed, the camera will shake with the wind. That ought to tell you. It's always windy out at this place. Out on the Lone Prairie. Pitch is low for a ball. Thanks for joining me on Furious Rally Sports. What should be a good tilt today with the wind. Just so you know, I'm trying to look to see where it's blowing. That is out to, it's going to be gone. Home run. How about that? To right center. Just like that, Caden Marth, it's an HR. I don't think anybody in this place thought that was going to go out, but it did. It just kept carrying and carrying. If you can see where the fans are walking there to the left, yeah, that's where he hit that thing. So 1-0, and I'll change the score in a moment, and the rain is getting on the screen there, or on my camera. The weather just changed in a hurry here right at game time. So 1-0 now. Quincy Notre Dame with Caden Martz homer. It's Gavin Dolman now, your center fielder. Homer to right center. I believe we got a strike there. It's going to bob in the wind. The storm came in and just, I don't know if you want to call it a storm, but the wind on the backside of this has made it up. That is foul. Now the rain's getting on my window, and it's tough to see out of it. I have to run the wipers here in a minute, I think. Caden Marth with the homer. It's 1-0. See if I can change that score real quick here. There we go. Swung on and missed for a strike. Gavin Dolman, your center fielder, hitting .438 coming into this. Yes, and that is the rain has affected the camera big time now. That's why you're seeing the kind of the gray. Looks like a London fog at the moment. I don't know if I'll be able to clean that up or not in between innings, because they don't take much time here in between innings. 1-0 Quincy Notre Dame. Ball is in the dirt, and I believe, can't hardly see with the umpires, believe it's 2-2. Gavin Dolman. Yeah, it was 3-2, and that's a walk. So Dolman gets aboard with one out on the walk. And now your cleanup hitter, Rowan Stegman, your third baseman. Guess he also goes by Stegman. I guess he doesn't care, according to his coach. Now you see the sun coming out. It's going to be a weird day with the wind and the rain and what have you. We get a little bit of a break here, as it appears. You see you got your runner at first. It's Dolman to pitch. And by the way, Dolman is a high risk to go. He has 10 stolen bases. I believe we got a strike there, did we not? The fog and the rain, well, it's the rain that's created that image on the screen. Try to make an adjustment here in a moment. Give me a second. And I'm going to throw a pickoff move, and it's thrown away, but the runner will not go. That will be very tough for me to switch that to see if there's an out or not, so keep that in mind. Let's see, does that make it any better? Maybe a bit. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. Hang on. Okay. As good as we can do with rain at the moment. Sun coming back out now. 1-0 on the homer. Pitch is inside. We have 1-1. to Rowan Stegeman. Caden Mars homer to right center. Just kind of kept carrying. Goodbye. The wind has died down now a bit. It was really howling there at the beginning of the game. I say a bit. 1-0 QND.
First call, girls score by 200-meter relay.
In there for a strike on the outer edge. Here at this ball diamond, you can kind of see that home plate from here. Not always can you. When I'm doing softball and sometimes where I'm mounted up, I just can't get that home plate in there. It's kind of just a dust bin, but there you saw it on the outside edge. Pitch to Rowan Stegeman. Outside runner will go. Here he is, and that is a stolen base. Boy, you see why Gavin Dolman steals those now. That's a pretty impressive stolen base. Not much of a play there on the throw from Luke Ippenson. Luke would tell you that. He's like, man, he got a jump on me. Trying to get that adjusted there. Okay.
We have results from the 7th grade.
So runner at second with a runner already home for Notre Dame and 1 out. That one low. I don't have a look at the scoreboard here for the account officially. I believe we are at 2-2. Oh, they may have him picked off. And will they get him picked off? And they do. Okay, so picked off of third. I believe Stegeman must have struck out there. I did not see that for the second out. So just like that, 3 outs in the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Central, can they answer QND? 1-0 on Furious Rally Sports. Okay, well, there's a lot going on there. I somehow wonder if I'm off on the scorecard because, yeah, anyway, we'll figure that out in the bottom of the inning. The sun is staring me right in the eyes, and my laptop screen is about as washed out as it can get staring at this. But we'll deal with it. Clouds to the south. Your starter here is the lefty, or the righty rather, I should say. This is Eli Johnson warming up. He was throwing the long toss earlier out here in center field. I was like, man, that's a pretty good arm. Freshman, as I understand it. See what he can do. It's Luke Houston, your center fielder. Quincy Notre Dame leads it 1-0.
Second place, 14.47. Gracie Wilkerson from Brown County.
That is outside for a ball.
With a time of 14.18 seconds.
Wind has died down now. You can hear the announcer for the track meet behind us. That's out 2-0. Wow. Boy, Eli Johnson's got quite a fastball for a freshman now. That's quite a zinger coming in there. Luke Houston with a wide stance. A 2-0. That is get out here to right center, or left center, I should be, and that will be a stand-up double. Here his teammates cheering him on there. Took it out there, took that pitch. That was a good piece of hitting by Luke Houston. And so, Camp Point Central threatening here in the bottom of the first. 1-0. The homer from Caden Mart, the right center. Just kind of kept carrying with the wind and the rain. It was here momentarily. It's going to kind of go in and out like that. I see another cloud that looks kind of threatening at the moment. It is Jace Howe now, your third baseman. Whereas number 6, second hitter in the lineup for Central. Now I'm going to step off. Eli Johnson didn't like what he saw from Luke Houston there at second. Now they're going to change some signs with the catcher there, Colin Miller. Again, the wind will whip that camera around a bit. You'll see it bob. It's because I had to set it up high. Nope, going to come home. In for a ball. So early on, watching Eli throw, he may be just a little bit too pumped up here. The pitches have pace, but they've kind of missed most of them early. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. I mean, what were you like as a freshman? I'm not going to answer that on my end. See what Eli can do here. Central threatening with the runner at second. The leadoff double from Luke Houston. 1-0 QND. And inside. Just missed. Or maybe more than missed. Well, we got 2-1, I believe. You see Houston at second. Eli Johnson looks in for the sign. So they're not using any bands or anything like that for the sign. The pitch. Well, wait a minute. Johnson looks back, comes home. Swung. Oh, beautiful pitch for strike 3. Wow, nice breaking ball to get the K of Jace Howe. The first out of the inning for Central. And that's your number 3 hitter, the pitcher. Number 1, Caleb Peterson. Central trying to get the QND run back. The homer to right center from Caden Marth. 1-0 QND. See Houston there at second. Johnson comes home. Upstairs with a breaking ball. Well, that one he threw to Jace Howe to get the strikeout. That was a pretty good pitch. Well, the camera settled down. The weather settled down for the moment here at Camp Point Central. Johnson's pitch. Fastball right by him. Right by Peterson here. I believe we got 1-1. QND leads it 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. You see Houston off at second. Johnson comes set, looks at him a long time, comes home. Breaking ball, fouled back and out of play. Well, you know, Marth's home run, when he hit that thing, it was kind of, the outfielders kept drifting and drifting and drifting, and finally it went out of the ballpark. And that's why Notre Dame leads it 1-0, but Central is threatening, as you can see here with 1 out. Is Caleb Peterson on Johnson? I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. I don't think Houston's a candidate to steal third, but you never know. Now he's going to step off. Well, Johnson doesn't like that, whatever that sign was. You can see they're not using an armband or a call from home or a call from the dugout. They're using the finger signals. And now the pitch is popped up on the infield. Playable for the center fielder. Coming all the way in and making the catch there. Gavin Dolman. Nice catch for Gavin. That is the second out of the inning into short center field. Now Luke Ippenson, your pitcher or your catcher.
It'll be an hour before he runs. So he doesn't do any. He does a mile and the
Bats from the left side. Central trying to answer the Quincy Notre Dame score with the homer from Caden Marth. 1-0 in the bottom of the first 2 outs. Johnson set, looking back, looking, and comes home. Oh, wow. A breaking ball that just kind of buried it in the back foot, and it swung over the top. 0-1. Central trying to bring home the tying run with 2 outs. And going to step off. We had that brief rainstorm wind moments ago. And now it's kind of settled down, but it's clouding up again. I think it's going to be in and out all day with the rain and the wind. Oh, got him with another breaking ball. A good pitch. 0-2. So Luke Hippenson's been taking a look at those going, yeah. Let's take a look at Luke real quick if I can. Bring him in there for you. Forgot I could do that. Johnson taking a look in. Taking a look. Taking a look. Oh, hey, come back here. There we go. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Eli Johnson does a nice job of getting out of that little small jam after the leadoff double from Luke Houston. We'll go to the top of the second. 1-0 Quincy Notre Dame on Furious Rally Sports. Okay, just about ready to start the top of the second. They take a little more time in between innings than they do softball.
Fourth place, 4.87. Russell Costa.
And you can hear some results in the background for the track.
9 is Caden Smith from Brown County.
All right, back at it here. 5, 6, 7, if I've got that right.
And winning tonight's boys 8th grade long jump, 4.92.
Tough to see in Notre Dame unis there with that. I believe we've got Eli Johnson, the pitcher. First pitch to him. That is smacked. It is a base hit out here in the left corner, and it's not even a base hit. That's going to be a double. Eli Johnson says, I'm not wasting any time. I'm going to swing at the first pitch from Caleb Peterson and get the leadoff double here in the top of the second. We'll have a runner for Johnson, the pitcher. Or will we? Nah, he's just bringing his equipment in. Forgive me. Oh, that didn't take long. Bang. Hit down the left field line. It's Grant Hamilton had to go chase down. Now your number 6 hitter in the lineup, the first baseman, number 1. Kyle Thompson. Whoop. Let's see if we get him in there. There he is. Yeah, I tell you what, they don't hesitate jumping on those pitches, do they? Fouls it off, 0-1. Quincy Notre Dame on the homer to right center from Caden Marth. In the rain and the wind, just kept drifting. And that's why it's 1-0 Quincy Notre Dame here in the top of the second. And you see the fella that's on second, Eli Johnson. And the pitch on the way. Fouls it. Where is it? Is he going to be able to make a play? Oh! Oh, boy. And Luke Gibson kind of banged his own self there against the... Yeah, I think the umpire will take a little bit of a break there. I thought it was going to make it totally out of play, but I think Luke kind of planted his face into the side wall there. Appears to be all right. So 2 strikes here on Kyle Thompson, the first baseman, number 6 hitter in the Notre Dame lineup. 1-0 Raiders. Pitch from Peterson. Nope, inside, left-right mover. Man, I tell you what, these cats move the ball a lot better than I ever could. My fastball was just straight as an arrow. I had one that I could throw that would rise, but I could never control it. Oh, man. I believe we have 1 and 2. That is hit. It is a base hit out to right field. That is going to score the run. Play at second? No, there won't be one. Back-to-back doubles. Kyle Thompson has scored Eli Johnson. It is 2-0 QND. Let's change that score if I get a chance here, huh? And that would be a chance here at the moment. Okay. There we go. Your hitter now is the number 7 hitter in the lineup, the catcher, number 14, Colin Miller. As you see, Thompson at second. 2-0 QND. Going to step off. Well, the camera looked funky with all the rain, and now it's looking okay. Kind of fixed itself with all the weird wind and rain we had moments ago. Wow, was it windy. That's low for a ball. Well, if you're Caleb Peterson trying to limit the damage, nobody out here in the top of the second. Thompson looming at second after his double. Back-to-back ones for QND. Nope, that's down 2-0 now. And if you're Caleb Peterson, you got to kind of have a short memory, don't you? You just got to keep throwing. Luke Ibbenson working on his equipment here. The catcher. So they're using the finger signs as well. No calls or armbands. And the pickoff, nope, nothing doing, just stepped off. Again, 2-0 QND, nobody out, top of the second. The pitch is inside. To Colin Miller, your catcher. See that runner looming at second. That is low, and that's ball 4. So a tough start for Caleb Peterson in this inning. Double and a walk, and now it's your number 8 hitter, number 11, Weston Rayburn, your catcher. We have a runner. We will, and who is our runner at first, if I can see him? I can't quite see who that is. My view's blocked all the way around here. So we do have a runner for Colin Miller, your catcher. Now, it's your number 8 hitter, as I said, number 11, Weston Rayburn. Not that shot, Phillip. This one. There we go. There we go. Weston Rayburn trying to add to the 2-0 lead for QND. Top of the second, nobody out. Showing the bunt. No. So 1-0 to Weston Rayburn. Next, I'm going to be inside. 2-0. Caleb Peterson on the hill for Central, struggling a bit at the moment. 2 doubles. Got an RBI. Eli Johnson doubled. Kyle Thompson doubled him home. It's 2-0, and it's first and second now after the walk to Colin Miller. 2-0. Going to show that bunt, pull it back, 3-0. Well, don't like to be in this situation against QND if you're Central. Don't want to load the bases with nobody out, do you? In the top of the order, looming. The 3-0 is outside ball 4, so that's exactly what's happened here.
Okay. Oh, wait. I've got results from 7th grade girls line. In fourth, with a time of 9 minutes, .24.
And now it's your shortstop. Well, they're going to talk things over. Your shortstop, Jace DeJanes in moments. So
second, 6 minutes, 51.15.
This is where the game could get out of hand for Central very quickly.
7th grade, 1600 with a time of 6 minutes.
Talk about this real quick. Caden Marth, the number 2 hitter in the lineup, hit a home run to right center in the wind and rain. It was kind of, I think, carrying out a little bit. And that made the score 1-0. And then the back-to-back doubles has QND on top 2-0 with nobody out and the bases loaded here in the top of the second. And again, it's your number 9 hitter, the shortstop,
Today's score 1648.
Jace DeJames.
7.56. Congratulations.
Bases are juiced. Ball is low. Oh, it gets by the catcher, and that's going to score a run. Yeah, it fooled everybody. Kyle Thompson scores from third. Everybody moves up. Miller to third, Rayburn to second. And it's now 3-0. 3-0 QND. Wheels coming off a bit for Central at the moment. Can they right the ship? Makes it second and third. Now that ball is low. That's 6 straight balls from Caleb Peterson. Well, this is Quincy Notre Dame, 8-10, but you come in, doesn't matter, right? They played a lot of tough teams, and that's going to be called a ball. 3-0. That one was fairly close. Caleb Peterson at risk of walking the bases loaded again. Nobody out here in the second. Ball 4. He has done so. And now here's the big problem. You have brought the top of the order up, Matt Manny. Let's take a look at Matt here. 3-0, nobody out, and this game could get blown wide open here. Here's your second baseman. He is the leadoff hitter. Struck out his first time, caught looking. Bases full of Raiders. Nobody out in the second. Got that one on the outside edge. 0-1. Bring our light up a little bit on the camera. There. That misses outside. 1-1. Again, a softball game with Beardstown playing Central over on the girls' diamond and a track meet for junior high behind me. It's a carnival here today. Oh, the ball gets by Ippenson. There's going to be a play at the plate. There will not. The throw will get wide, and I think 2 runs will – no, just 1. All right. Miller scores on the – I'm going to call it wild pitch. I'd have to go back and look at it and see if it was a passed ball. Now 4-0. Rayburn the second. Or rather, DeJanes the second. Rayburn the third. 4-0. I'll change the score in a moment. Pitch is outside. I believe we have 3-0. That is in the dirt. It's going to get back to the backstop. That's going to score another run, I think. Yes. 5-0. Rayburn scores. DeJanes to third. Manning's still up. I believe there's 3 balls here. That is ball 4. A rough inning for Caleb Peterson. Still no one out. I've changed the score again. 5-0. And changing some signs here is Ippenson. 5-0 QND here in the top of the second. Unfortunately for Central, no one out. First and third. Ball is low. Matt Manny, I'm guessing, is probably a quite likely candidate to go from from first, rather. You know, that old double steal thing. Caden Marth, the guy that homered to right center in the first. It's 1-0 after 1. Wheels have come off for Camp Point Central in this inning. That one will get by Ippenson. Play at the plate. He is out of there. First out of the inning. Matt Menny moved all the way to third on that. And 5-0 still, QND. Runner at third. Pitch is in there for a strike. Well, the wild pitches and the pitches getting away from the catchers kind of made things kind of rough. There is one out now, though, for Central. Grounded to third, over to first for the second out of the inning, but the run scores. Manny scores. Makes it 6-0. Well, this is what happens when you play a team like Quincy Notre Dame. They can just pile it on you in a hurry, and that's what's happened here against Caleb Peterson. He does have 2 outs now. And the bases no longer have anyone on them. 4, your number 3 hitter, Gavin Dolman. Gavin, oof, ouch, ouch, ouch. What did he foul that off his knee? Gavin hitting .438 coming into Luke Ippenson, going out to give him a little bit of time to kind of walk that off. .438 coming into the game. Again, 6-0 Quincy Notre Dame. I'll double check that score between innings. When you get sideways on the scoreboard, scorecard, sometimes I get things wrong there, but I believe it's 6-0. 2 outs here. I do know that in the of the second. That is fouled to the right by Gavin Dolman. Notre Dame with the base running, the pitching, the ball's going to the backstop. It just makes it kind of rough. That's how Notre Dame's got their 6 for the most part. And the leadoff doubles that scored 1 to make it 2-0. To start it all off, Eli Johnson and Kyle Thompson. That is low, and they're going to go to the backstop. Baseballs, there are none. We'll have to get some more. Oh, there's one, comes in. QND 6, Camp Point Central nothing. Here at the top of the second, 2 outs. Pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Gavin Dolman not happy with that. Sometimes it happens there, brother. But quite an inning for QND. They get, 5, and that's now 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the second on Furious Rally Sports. Back in a flash.
Get checked in. 400.
Well, had some good help from some good folks out by me. I go, it's 6-0, right? And they checked the score for me. And indeed, 6-0. I can't really check it mid-game because of the fact that, yep, that's right. See, thank you, dear. Yeah, see, everybody helped me out here. So the sun comes back out. It's 3-4-5. Now, wait a minute. Wrong lineup card. It's 5-6-7. Kestner. Braxton Kestner, your first baseman, number 23. Let's get him in here. You see the sun coming back out. Ooh, breaking ball. That is a wicked pitch from Eli Johnson. Wow. See how the sun kind of messes with the camera? We've talked about that. Kestner takes the pitch outside. Five in the top of the second for QND to make it 6-0. Good cut and a good pitch, both. The 2 strikes now on Braxton Kestner. Eli Johnson, apparently a freshman. Wow. He has a bright future. Does he get strike 3? Yes, he does. Caught Kestner looking for the first out. It's your number 6 hitter now, the shortstop, number 2, Wes Oman. Boy, the clouds, the sun, the wind, we've got it all. We don't have snow, and I'm glad for that. I am absolutely glad for that. This is Wes Oman, your shortstop. Oh, he's going to try to bunt here. However, it will not work. Johnson throws it over to Kyle Thompson for the second out, and it's now your number 7 hitter in the lineup. The left fielder, Grant Hamilton, had to go chase one down in the left field corner. What, to start the top of the second. There's Grant. Hey, I don't know if he was trying to bunt there or check his swing. 0-1. I always find it weird that the camera has like diamonds on it when the sun's shining weird on it. See the diamond in the corner? I don't know what that is. That's outside, 1-1. 6-0 QND over Camp Point Central here on Furious Rally Sports. It's your Uncle Phil O'Neill. How are you? And the pitch, 1-1, 2-1 now, up and out. It's apparent to me that Johnson's got a pretty good fastball. Can move it. He can putt it where he wants it. The 2-1. Did he go? No, he did not. So I believe we have 3-1. Well, I can't. The way the umpire held that 3-1 up, I was that 3-1? I think so. Ball 4. All right, so 2-out walk to Grant Hamilton. And now it's your number 8 hitter, the right fielder, number 24. This is Colin Likes. I would say Grant Hamilton possibly could go here, but 2 outs, I doubt it. Fastball swung and missed, strike 1. Good cut from Likes, just didn't get it. 6 for QND, not a thing for Central at the moment here in the bottom of the second. Oh, he tried to pick off. Runner does get back.
So go ahead and make the first call for the girls 200. Girls 200.
I would check on this track stuff and the and the softball behind me, but there's just no way. I'm in this vehicle and I'm kind of stuck. Anyway, it's a carnival atmosphere here today. Softball, baseball, junior high track. This is a place to be today. Colin Likes takes that one inside. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I mean, there's a line for the concessions. Come on. It's like a football game almost out here. That is up. Yeah, I think, what are we, 2-2 here? Man, I don't know how tall Eli Johnson is, but he's a freshman. What's he going to be, 6'5" before it's over with? Wah, I can whine about that because I'm not that tall. That is there, I think. Yes, outside edge. I believe this umpire is calling that outside edge pretty frequently. Of course, this is the angle I'm looking at, so I could be the one that's incorrect. But the outside edge looks like it's there for the pitchers. That is foul to the right. You just kind of see those clouds to our south. Looks sunny to the west, but there's clouds behind it. It's going to be in and out kind of all day, I think. I don't know. I think that looks better. The throw. Whoops. Nothing doing. Let's get back here. There we go. Colin Likes. Strike 3 or ball 4? Ball 4. Okay, so back-to-back walks now. Eli Johnson in his first, what would you call this, a jam? And let's see. Coach Rich Pollock come out and talk to him a little bit. Give him some stock tips. Go back in time and buy Microsoft or, I don't know, buy Bitcoin. I have no idea. Apple, Google. Eli goes, thanks, man. Whenever I invent my time machine, I'll take you up on that, Coach. It's your number 9 hitter, the second baseman, number 13, Luke Miller. 6-0 QND. 2 outs in the bottom of the second, but a couple of walks here.
Miles Wester from Central. Fourth place, 456.
That is low for a. Oh, now it's a strike. What do I know?
And Jay Scott from Whitehall North Green. Second place, 4 feet 10. Noah Miller from Central. And winning today's 8th grade.
See the wind pick up a little bit with the camera moving. Pitch is up. It's a 1-1 now to Luke Miller, the number 9 hitter in the Central lineup. Can they chip away at the Notre Dame lead? Tough to do with 2 outs.
200, you need to be checked in. In the 7th grade girls 4x1. In 4.
Yeah, there's the good fastball. Eli's got that good runner up there in the zone, 1 and 2. He can put it anywhere. That's a good pitch. That should serve him well through his high school career. He's got a 6-0 lead on Central here. He's going to step off. Camp Point Central came in 10-3. Quincy Notre Dame 8-10. Remember, Notre Dame's played a lot of big schools. Conference-wise, they were undefeated at 5-0. Central 5-1. Breaking ball, a beauty, an absolute beauty for the K of Luke Miller. So no runs there. No hits, 2 left. We go to the top of the 3rd here. Quincy Notre Dame Raiders try to add to their 6-0 lead on Furious Rally Sports. Well, if I'm Central's Caleb Peterson out there on the bump, I have to have a short memory, right? QND kind of got to me a little bit in that second inning. Got 5 off of me. Really, most of that was pitches to the backstop, runners advanced, although, don't get me wrong, QND had a couple of good hits to lead off that inning with Eli Johnson's double and Kyle Thompson's double. That made it 2-0. And then after that, it just seemed like Caleb got a little bit off kilter. But this is the 3rd inning, and it's the 4, 5, and 6 inners for QND. It's Rowan Stegeman, the 3rd baseman, Eli Johnson, and Kyle Thompson. Let's show you Rowan here. Howdy, Rowan. All right. First pitch here to Rowan Stegeman. It's grounded, foul. Or is it fair? No, it's fair. It's a base hit. There's a base hit out here to left field, just by the 3rd baseman. Rowan Stegeman with a single. And now it's your number 5 hitter. The pitcher, doubled last time, Eli Johnson. Where's number 12? See Eli. That's in a dirt. Runner will take off and get second here. On the wild pitch. Well, Johnson doubled earlier. I'd like to bring this run home with nobody out here in the 3rd. They lead 6-0 to the Raiders over to Central Panthers on Furious Rally Sports. That is ripped. Base hit out here to right field. It's in short right, but it will. Did it score the run? No, it did not. No, not quite. So. Stegeman to third. Johnson singled, and now the bunt, and it's a perfect one from Kyle Thompson. Everybody safe. Wow. Kyle Thompson with a perfect bunt. Bases loaded now, and nobody out. Caleb Peterson's going, man, QND, you are wearing me out. Colin Miller now your number 7 hitter, the catcher, number 14. And that was Kyle Thompson that laid down that bunt. That is popped up. Can the catcher get to it? He does. Kind of out of the screen there. Sorry I missed that shot of it, but it is a out, and it is the first out of the inning. Colin Miller pops out to the catcher. It's your number 8 hitter, the left fielder, number 11, Weston Rayburn. There he is. Bases loaded with Raiders. That's down. 1-0 to Weston Rayburn. Wind howling occasionally. I can't see a flag. So you ask me direction, I think it's blowing kind of. I can't see a flag anywhere. I believe it's kind of blowing out of the northwest a little bit, which means it's a cross breeze a bit. You see now, I'm going to talk things over Ippenson and Peterson. Bases loaded with Raiders, trying to add to the 6-0 lead with one out here in the top of the third. Now it's outside. Thompson at first, Johnson at second, Stegeman at third. That is low. Wondering here if Peterson trying to feel for it a little bit. Got in a jam last inning, and they got 5. It was a 5 off of him. 6-0 the lead, showing the bunt. Pitch is in there for a strike. That's the old classic. The hitter shows that bunt to try to mess with the pitcher. That's in the dirt. Good job by Ippenson to keep it from going to the backstop, maybe scoring more, but that's going to walk home a run. Now 7-0. Johnson to third, Thompson to second. And Rayburn walks, and we will have maybe a pitching change here. Peterson will come out. Yes. So Peterson will go, 2 1/3. And I will have to look at that later here. Our new pitcher for Camp Point Central is Braxton Kessner, number 23. Score now 7-0, and let me change that while we have the time with the warm-ups here for Braxton Kessner. Again, pitch count. We have to keep that in mind in high school in Illinois. They have a pitch count. Coach Rich Pollock was kind of talking to me about that a little bit before the game, and he said, it hasn't affected him too much. Of course, he has quite a few players out for his team, which is, I would say, per the norm for Quincy Notre Dame. But he said next couple of weeks, what did he say? I think 4 or 5 games per week coming up. That will eat into those pitchers, that's for sure. But coming in at 8-10, but they play a lot of big schools and a lot of tough schools. Undefeated in the conference, and are showing that right now. 7-0 over Central. Again, 2.1 innings for Caleb Peterson. It's Braxton Kestner now, who is throwing for Central. And your hitter here is Jace DeJanes, outside. It's your number 9 hitter in the lineup, the shortstop for QND. Bases are still loaded for him. 7-0, 1 out. The lefty comes and it's fouled off by DeJanes. I would say for now that the rains will stay off. I don't think we'll see any more of those, the way the clouds are looking at the moment. Breaking ball, whoop, way outside. Yeah, let's go back here. There we go. Bases loaded with QND Raiders. 1 out. Pitch is outside from Kestner.
First call, girls 800. Get checked in if you would.
Gonna go to the stretch here. That's in there for a strike. Wondering if Braxton's having a little bit of issue with the mound there, the way he's kind of hopping off. I don't know if he's. Don't know. That is popped foul, so 2 strikes now on the number 9 hitter in the QND lineup, Jace DeJanes. 7-0 QND. Top of the third. There is 1 out. Now up upstairs, ball 4, that walks a run in. Johnson scores from third. Makes it 8-0. And now 8-0 QND. Top of the order now, and that kind of is rough with 1 out.
All right, I have results for
That is in there for a strike.
in fifth was the best throw.
That's to your leadoff hitter, number 8, the second baseman, Matt Menny. He walked and scored in the second, Cade in the first. Swung on a miss for a strike.
Third place, 33.39 for Owen Robine from Whitehall North Green. Second place, 35.9.
That is grounded over to third, over to first. For the second out, scores a run. 9-0 now.
Congratulations to Henry Gregory.
Have to get everything straightened out in the scorecard here. 2 outs. Thompson scored from third. Everybody else moved up. Rayburn to third now. DeJanes to second. And 9-0. I will change that here in just a moment. That is inside for a ball.
Girls 800. Go ahead and get checked in. Remember our final.
I have a 10-run rule in this.
4x4, and that will be after the 800.
I believe that goes into the 5th inning. That is outside. I don't know about the 15-run rule that they have in softball. I'm not sure they have that in baseball. Caden Marth, your hitter, he homered in the first to right center. In there for a strike.
2.59 was Presley Wilkerson from Brown County. Fourth, 1 minute.
Again, 9-0 runners at second and third for QND. Trying to get that 10-run rule in effect almost. They got a couple innings to go.
Second place, 1 minute, 13.2.
Braxton Kestner came on in relief of Caleb Peterson in this inning.
Today's girls 7th grade 400 with a time of 1 minute, 10.90.
Marth waits in there for a strike. to Caden Marth.
Fifth place, 1 minute, 17.04.
Wow, he had that weird wind and rain that started the game. It was strange. The wind has kind of been there. It hasn't, off and on. And what's that, foul? Oh, it's okay.
Second place, 1 minute, 10.
Swung on and missed, got by Ippenson, but he's able to throw the runner out for the strikeout and the third out of the inning. Problem is, they got 3 more runs as far as Central is concerned. QND's going, yeah, we want that 10-run rule. 9-0 as we go to the bottom of the third on Furious Rally Sports. Uncle Phil will be back with you in just a moment. Well, you know, the thing is, if you're Eli Johnson out on the mound for QND with a 9-0 lead, you can start messing around with pitches, experimenting, what have you. But the guy he's got up is the leadoff hitter, and he doubled off of him in the first at bat, Luke Houston. Otherwise, unblemished as far as hits is Eli Johnson there on the hill for QND. 9-0, they lead it. Would you say, would I have expected anything less? I don't know. I mean, one team was 10-3 coming in, the other one 8-10. Which one do you think was 10-3? Which one do you think was 8-10? Yeah, well, Notre Dame plays some tough teams. That's why they're 8-10, but they're 5-0 in the conference. Look to go to 6-0. This is Luke Houston. Pitch on the outside edge. Yep, strike one. Luke Houston, the center fielder. 9 for QND. Central, not a thing. Outside for a ball. Yeah, if I'm Eli Johnson, I can start messing around. I've got a 9-run lead. Wow, they might be using some kind of signal or some kind of headpiece, because I saw the catcher kind of hold his hand up to his ear. Did he go? He did. Yeah, I think that the catcher's getting some kind of sign via audio, because you can see him pause and then he drops the signs down. Or is he looking in the dugout? I don't know. A little bit of both, maybe. Breaking ball. Is it going to be a play? It will not. Infield single for Luke Houston. He's 2 for 2. He leads off the top of the third. Yeah, Jace DeJanes had to come a country mile to make that play. So a leadoff single for Central here in the bottom of the third. It's your number 2 hitter, the third baseman, number 6, Jace Howe. Show you Jace in here. That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. There we go. There's Jace. Throw over. Nothing doing. Yeah, that's real tough to make a switch that quick, to show you that. Up and in. Track meet behind me, junior high. Got softball at the girls' diamond, Beerstown and Central. That probably is a pretty good game. Beerstown only has 1 loss in softball. That's low. It's like I was telling Matt Shuckman, try to catch many teams, try to be as unbiased as possible. It's not about me, it's about the youngsters. Hopefully 40 years from now they can show these games to their grandkids, right? Pitches inside. think we're sitting at what, 2-2? Jace Howe, the number 2 hitter in the Central lineup. 9-0 QND. Here in the bottom of the third. Pitch is in there for a strike. So it could have been 2-2, could it have? Swung on and missed. The runner will go. He gets the stolen base. So 2 outs. Jace Howe strikes out. Luke Houston does steal the base rather easily. And now it's your number 3 hitter in the lineup for the Panthers. Was pitching, but it's now Caleb Peterson. He was pulled out. I believe he's still out in the field. I think he just switched with Kessner. Kessner was at first. Pitch is popped foul to the right. One out. I had 2 outs. What am I doing? 1 out here in the bottom of the third. And you see Houston there at second after his infield single. That's inside. No, it's not. It's a strike. Wow. Okay. And let's see what happens here. Johnson looking a long time back at second time. I'm not surprised that Caleb Peterson called time there. That's a little bit of gamesmanship, right? If the pitcher's going to take that long, the hitter steps out. Central get a runner home. They're down 9-0 here in the bottom of the third. 1 out. Outside. To me, watching Johnson, if he just reared back and threw the fastball mostly, I think he would be okay. But he does have a good breaking ball as well. Can move it around. That is grounded. That's going to be a tough play. And that's going to be another infield single. Beat it into the ground, get another hit. Luke Houston moves to third. Chad Peterson gets the infield single. First and third now, 1 out for Central. It's your catcher, number 11, Luke Ippenson. And you see there your catcher, Colin Miller, going out calling the signs for the fielders. See what Luke Ippenson can do for Central with runners at third, first and third with 1 out. All Notre Dame to this point. I'll step off. Caleb Peterson, well, he was the pitcher. I don't know if he's liable to take off or not. I would say not. They'll throw over to first, nothing doing. Nine for QND, not a thing for Central, but they're trying to get on the board with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Ippenson, that is in there at the knees for a strike. Cloud starting to affect things a little bit here. The camera shot. Wow. What a good pitch there. Kind of a left-right mover from Johnson to get Ippenson to swing. He gets something done here. The number 4 hitter in the Central lineup. Nope, not this time. Runner will go. He is safe at second. All right. Ippenson strikes out, but Caleb Peterson does steal second. Second and third now for the guy that's now pitching, Braxton Kessner. 2 down here in the third. Eli Johnson comes home. That's a breaking ball. That's a tough play. Got it, though. Out number 3. Good play by Matt Manny to throw it out to Kyle Thompson to get the third out. Central Strands 2 here after a couple of infield singles. Don't get any runs, though. We go to the top of the fourth. QND 9, Camp Point Central nothing on Furious Rally Sports. A carnival atmosphere here at Camp Point High School with baseball that you're watching, softball behind me to my left, with Beardstown in town playing softball. They only have one loss playing Central. It's probably not a bad game going on. You got a junior high track meet behind me to my other left. Yeah, that's what I meant. Top of the fourth now. And the guy that was upset when he struck out the last time kind of whammed his bat down on the fake turf there. Gavin Dolman, 3-4-5 hitters for Quincy Notre Dame. Kessner's first pitch. This one is hit very well. It is off the fence. That'll be a triple. Outright bias here. You heard it. Gavin Dolman with a triple. Man, did he get that one. Gavin Dolman with a leadoff triple. How often do you hear that in an inning, right? It bounced. There's a little jut out here in the left. I would call this left center. And that is a base hit. Or is it? No. Yeah, it's going to be. Going to get the runner home. Now 10-0. I think it was going to be a hit anyway for Rowan Stegeman. We'll give him one. I'm not keeping an official book, but we'll give him one anyway. And now 10-0 Notre Dame here in the top of the fourth with Eli Johnson, the pitcher. Throw, and there we go. We'll check this change of score here. There we go. Okay. Apparently did not swing at that. I was changing the score. Forgive me. This is again Eli Johnson, your pitcher. Doubled and singled. That is hit pretty well. And this one is off the wall out here in left center. Right center, I should say. And that will score the run. I believe Stegeman from first.
31.87 for Ayla Maynard from Unity. Third place, 31.30, Angel Valdez.
Now 11-0.
Second place, 30.0.
Verify that the runner, there is no runner there. Nope. Had to score him, didn't they? On the double. That is up to your catcher, Colin Miller. Let's show him. 11-0, and I'll change that score in a moment. Lots going on here. And that was a pinch hitter, wasn't it? That is a base hit. Or is it? Going to tag the runner there. Okay, so we must have had a pinch hitter. And that was a, okay, hold on a minute. First
And
out.
today's girls 8th grade.
And let's see, Thompson
With the time of 28.05
is aboard there
Congratulations
with
to the
a
Thompson.
fielder's choice. So out at Johnson, who was the, hang on a minute.
Girls score
No, Stegeman.
That is the final girls running event for tonight. And then switch.
Somehow I've gotten way off in the lineup here. Hold on. I'm trying to see who we got hitting here. I believe we have 11-0. And we have one out. Do I see a 14 there? Fouled. See if I can see our hitter here. I believe that's a 1-4, is it not? Pitch to the backstop. And that moves Kyle Thompson to second on the wild pitch. It is Colin Miller, the catcher. I'm not off on the scorecard. It's 11-0. I got to fix that on the score sheet in a moment here. Hang on. There we go. Pitch in there for a strike. Somehow I thought I'd gotten way off there, but no. Oh, strike three. Okay, so Miller struck out. Okay. Go to the bottom of the fourth. I'm going to go verify that's what's going on. 11-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Q&D on Furious Rally Sports. Well, the scoreboard shows 10. I just verified that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I don't know where that got off, but so apparently it's 10-0. Something goofy happened in that inning, and I don't know what happened there. So, forgive that. Apparently 10-0. This is your shortstop, number 2, Wes Homan, here in the bottom of the fourth. 6, 7, 8. In there from Eli Johnson. Yeah, I think something. I thought I saw a runner score from third or from first. I don't know what exactly happened there. That's a strikeout of Wes Homan. Sound like I'm out of breath. I had to run to take a look at the scoreboard. I have no angle at it. 7th strikeout. That's what I have in the books for Eli Johnson. And we have a pinch hitter now. Or do we? I don't have a 22. I do not have a 22 on my score sheet. Let me take a look if I've got one here. Not on the one I had. I have no 22. So don't know who's pinch hitting here for Grant Hamilton. Does Grant Hamilton wear 22? Oh, that's who it is. I've got it wrong here. I've got his number wrong. What am I doing? Sorry, Grant. Ten nothing QND over Central here in the bottom of the 4th. One away. That's foul. My score sheet had 11. So maybe they don't put the runs up until after the inning. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's 11. And walks does Grant Hamilton. 1-out walk off of Eli Johnson. Cullen Likes now your number 8 hitter. The right fielder, number 24. Doesn't matter. Either way, it's tough sledding for Central at the moment at home. Pitch is upstairs. To Colin Likes. That's in the dirt for a ball. If I get a chance between innings, I will check and see if I can find some more info. Well, maybe I do right here. Give me a moment, see if I can find out something. As they meet there. Yeah, 10-0. So that is the official score. Get a 2-1 count. 2-0 count, rather. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'll have to go back and look at that scorecard. I will be looking at in between innings. I'm looking at their official scorecard online. I didn't think I could do that while I was trying to give you the game here, but apparently so. Not sure what we're doing here. I'm kind of looking out here. Don't know what we're doing. Trying to look and see. Got a pitcher throwing in the bullpen for QND. Again, this is Colin Likes, 2-0. Runner at first is Ippinson. He just walked 3-0 up and in. Remember, there is a pitch count in high school. You can't see who the lefty. It's a lefty throwing for QND. That is a ball 4. I wouldn't be surprised if this is it for Eli Johnson momentarily. Hamilton has walked. Colin Likes has just walked with 1 out. The number 9 hitter, Luke Miller. The lefty working pretty quick out here. And I'm not sure who it is. First and second for Central with 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, 10-0 QND leads it. Pitch is outside to Luke Miller. He's playing second base today for Central. 10-0 QND. That's up. I don't know. It looks like Eli Johnson's starting to fish for it a little bit out there on the hill. just a bit for QND. As a pitcher, when you're having trouble throwing strikes, it's weird how that works. You become your own worst enemy. That's up and in, 3-0. See his catcher there, Colin Miller, just saying, hey, man. Hey, man, that's what he's saying. 3-0 now. I'm guessing Miller's got the red light here, trying to get the runners down 10-3. That. Oh, I thought that was 3-0. Okay, now 3-0. Has to be. First and second runners for Central. 1 out, swung on and missed. I'm kind of thinking Luke Miller would like to have that back because that pitch was ball 4 to me clearly. The umpire just showed 3-1. Let's come back out here so we can see where the ball goes, huh? You see that half turf infield. There's grass, though, there in between the dirt areas. That is hit right out here to left field and caught for the second out. Making the play out there, Weston Rayburn. Out here in the left. 2 down. And it's your number 1 hitter, Luke Houston, who has 2 hits already, a double and a single against Eli Johnson. Does he get the breaking ball? He does at the top of the zone for a strike. Show you Luke again. Center fielder, you heard him talking to the left fielder, Ippenson, about, hey, man, help me out where that ball is when that one was hit out here right by me with that double earlier. Last half inning. Ooh, that gets by the catcher. That will advance the runners. Call that a pass ball myself. You call it however you want. Colin Miller would probably tell you it's a pass ball, too, that he probably should have had that one. Central can bring a couple home, but there are 2 outs. They got the right man at the plate. He's got 2 hits already, Luke Houston. Breaking ball is in there. So, I mean, Eli's got this good breaking ball, and he can put it up in the zone, down, moves that fastball around. It's got some good hop on it. She had a long, fun career playing baseball. That is hit to short, over to first, out number 3. Jace DeJanes over to Kyle Thompson for the 3rd out. Camp Point Central leaves 2. Didn't get any hits, didn't get any runs. We go to the top of the 5th. Quincy Notre Dame will try to add to their 10-0 lead on Furious Rally Sports. I'm going to verify all what happened there in that 3rd inning, okay? Or in the top of the 4th. Back in a moment. Okay, so back at it here. That one is popped foul, and does anybody have a play? No. Or did he make the play? Yes, he did. All right, so I'm trying to look up everything and have the Weston Rayburn there. Apparently popped out to the first baseman. One away. This is Jace DeJanes, the number 9 hitter, the shortstop. Swung on and missed. Yeah, so that was a mess there at last inning. There was a double play that erased a runner that I thought at some point had scored. And it was kind of a weird play, and that's why I had 11. And, okay, I'm corrected. It's 10. One out here for QND in the top of the 5th. Braxton Kestner came on in the 3rd with one out in the 3rd to pitch for Central. That is in there for a strike. We have a 10-run rule, so Notre Dame's trying to get to it and try to finish the game. Eli Johnson try to get the complete game win. That is way down the line, foul to the right. $10-0 Quincy Notre Dame. They've come in here to Central. Said, hey, we see you're 10-3, and we'll raise you an 8-10 and make us 9-10, maybe. Still a little ways to go. It would be a furious rally if Central came back. That is grounded to, I think he's going to beat it out. And absolutely does. Jace DeJanes. Infield single. And now your hitter is your leadoff hitter, Matt Manning. Cade walked, grounded to 3rd. Upstairs ball. One out here in the 5th. It's 58 at game time, getting a little cooler now. Clouds showing up again, but I don't think we have any threat of rain at the moment. Throw to first, nothing doing. With DeJanes at first. Manning waits for the pitch outside. Kestner looks, comes home. Ooh, pitch misses way up and out. They're sitting at what, 2-0 here? That is in there for a strike.
All right, we are now ready.
Like I said, carnival atmosphere here today with all the fans watching the baseball, the softball, the junior high track. Yay. Man, where's the Ferris wheel at? Ball is low. That is ball 4.
Girls, head on over to field if you have it done.
Manny walks. DeJanes to second now, and you've got Caden Marth, the right fielder, who homered back in the 2nd inning to right center. And that wind, rain, whatever was going on there in that 1st inning kind of messed the camera up. It was weird, man. Weird. That's up and in, ball 1. Again, there is a 10-run rule in 5 innings. Quincy Notre Dame trying to add to it, help themselves out, and try to get the closeout of Central here in the 5th. Swung on and missed. Strike to Caden Marth. On his home run, it was just kept carrying out to right center. I think the fielders thought mostly, is this playable? It is. For the 2nd out. Jace Howe takes care of that one. 3rd baseman. Now, the number 3 hitter tripled his last time up and scored. Gavin Dolman. after he smashed his bat on the ground, striking out in the second. That was pretty funny. I'm not making fun of you, Gavin. I know. Dude, I remember playing. I know exactly what that feels like. Especially when you're hitting 438 coming into the game. Quincy Notre Dame looks to move to 9-10. They're up 10-0 on Camp Point Central. Good pitch there from Kestner. I think that kind of it's a good breaker coming in low. Maybe that back heel pitch like that is a good one to the right-handed hitters for Kestner. That's a hard pitch to hit for anybody, even a guy like Dolman. That is popped up and foul and out of play to the right. Runners at first and second for QND with 2 out. So DeJanes at second, Manny at first. 10-0 QND. Pitch on the way, runners are going. Swung on a miss. We'll have the play at third, though, or first in the throw for the strikeout. So Dolman K's throw to first, out number 3. All right, Central, you got to get going. You got to get at least a run, or we're going to end this game in 5. 10-0 QND on Furious Rally Sports with your Uncle Phil O'Neill. Back in a momento. Well, you see we have a pitching change. Now, the lefty out there was throwing the pin. It was number 9, Logan Woodyard, and I have him for a 1.97 ERA. Ouch, Central. You've got work to do. Wow, do you have work to do. Got to get one at least to extend the game. 10-0 QND. 2-3-4, though, for Central. Howe, Peterson, and Ippenson. This is Jace Howe, the third baseman. Wearing number 6.
And so winning that 4x4 for the girls.
In there for a strike.
Central, their team time was 448.51. Their members were Aston Cole.
See the sun coming out again here at Camp Point Central High School in between Camp Point and Golden. Upstairs, or no, he gave him the strike. To Jace Howe, the pitch. No, Woodyard misses outside. Again, he came on in relief here in the 5th. A good throwing Eli Johnson. That is outside. Well, Central, can you put together your own furious rally? Gonna take a lot against the Quincy Notre Dame machine, baby. That grounded to third, quickly over to first. Out number 1. That was ripped very hard. But it is the first out. Rowan Stegeman over to Kyle Thompson for the first out of the inning for QND. Well, for Central, with QND making the out, I guess would probably be the correct way to say it. It's Caleb Peterson now. Started pitching. Low for a ball. Swung over and missed. 1-1 now to Caleb Peterson. They need one run, or this one here in the bottom of the fifth, or this one will be over by the 10-run rule. That is down. I believe we're sitting at 2-1. Sometimes I lose track of the count. I can't see the scoreboard sometimes because I'm running the camera, looking at the scorecard. You can understand. That is in there. Umpire not helping me out, giving me a count. I believe we're 2-2. Outside to Caleb Peterson. Logan Woodyard came on in relief here in the fifth to try to close out Central. I believe he just showed full count there. Home plate umpire. What can Peterson do against Woodyard? That. And that is a base hit out here to right field. Single for Caleb Peterson with one out. Caden Marr fielded that, got it in pretty quick. And now it's Luke Ippenson, your number 4 hitter, the catcher. I wonder what it looks like to see a lefty pitching, because you don't see that very often at the high school level. Show bunt, and he puts down. Oh, did it hit him? Must have hit him in the box. Runner at first for Central, down 10-0 to the machine known as Quincy Notre Dame. What else would you expect, right? You know, we didn't talk about they, finished third back in 22-23. It's hard to believe it's been that long ago. It's not that long, but you get my point. 36-2, finished third in Class 2A that year. Fouled into the backstop. Woodyard doesn't like that ball. Give me a better one up. Thank you. This is my strikeout ball. Caleb Peterson aboard at first after the single to right. One out here in the fifth. Central needs one to extend the game, down 10-0. Goes to the backstop. That's a wild pitch. Caleb Peterson moves up. Well, Luke Ippenson can extend this game to the sixth. Will he? With one out? Logan Wood, you're saying no. That's the pitcher for Notre Dame. And looks at second, comes home. And that one's fouled to the right. A 10 spot for Notre Dame. Central doesn't have a thing here in the bottom of the fifth. They need one to extend the game. 10-run rule will be in effect if they do not. Oh, look out. He might be picked off. He is out. Yep. Oh, that hurts. Second out of the inning. Wow, that is ouch. Good pickoff move by Woodyard. I wasn't sure the throw was so much on the first base side. I couldn't tell if Peterson could get back in, but he did not. Now Ippenson, this could be it for Central. Fouls it. I believe there's 2 strikes on Luke. I know it's 2 strikes. A couple foul balls, right? Central probably thought, well, maybe we'll have a day against Quincy Notre Dame. Quincy Notre Dame said, not so fast, my friend. 10-0. This could be it right here. This is popped up. Third base, and that's the ball game. Rowan Stegeman makes the play. And that's going to end it. In 5. Quincy Notre Dame comes into Central and, well, they move to 9-10. Let's just tell you that. And Central drops to 10-4. Undefeated still, Quincy Notre Dame in the conference at 6-0. Meanwhile, Central, the Camp Point Central Panthers fall to 5-2. Wow, that's kind of team that Quincy Notre Dame has. They got a machine, they got lots of players, and that's what happens. 10-0 Raiders over the Central Panthers on Furious Rally Sports. It's your Uncle Phil O'Neill. I'm not sure what game comes up next here on Furious Rally Sports. Might be Beardstown over here. They're at Triopia's in town next Tuesday, but I already had scheduled West Prairie Southeastern in baseball. But if I don't hear back from West Prairie Southeastern, we'll be in Beardstown for that Triopia Beardstown softball game, which should be an absolute fantastic game. So, let me just conclude with this, as I always do. If today was your day, awesome. That's fantastic. It certainly was for Quincy Notre Dame. But if today was not your day, make tomorrow the beginning of your own Furious Rally. This is your Uncle Phil O'Neill. Furious Rally Sports, the final score in 5 with the 10-run rule in effect. The Quincy Notre Dame Raiders 10, the Camp Point Central Panthers nothing. I will talk to you soon. Whether that's Tuesday next week or not, well, who knows? We'll find out. Take a look at my Facebook page. That's where I keep things updated, and you'll know what games and teams are coming up. Bye for now.